How to become a gentleman villain. The Roth-Taylor Manor has 6 floors. Many servants roam the halls as the party continues through the night, but the number of people noticeably decreases as you climb up the floors. That is because most of the facilities are located on the lower floors, while the upper floors are generally reserved for members of the family. As a guard said, Ed Roth-Taylor said to himself, the workers deny entry to all outsiders above the 3rd floor. The guard said, I heard you were unwell. As Ed Roth-Taylor walked past him and said, I can take care of myself, leave me. Ed Roth-Taylor said to himself, of course, those of the Roth-Taylor family can enter as they wish. His study is at the end of the 4th floor. All of the windows on the 4th floor are locked. This also means that he isn't here. With the party ongoing, the host, Crepin Roth-Taylor, would be there, entertaining the guests. He shouldn't have any time for his study. As he opened the lock, outside, Wind Spirit and Lucy Merrill waited. Ed Roth-Taylor said to himself, the preparations are complete. That means now is the perfect time to uncover the secrets of Crepin Roth-Taylor. Ed Roth-Taylor said, how did you escape the party? Janica Failover said, hee. Unlike you, Ed, nobody seemed to care that I disappeared. As Ed Roth-Taylor gently opened the door, he and Janica Failover peeked inside. Crepin Roth-Taylor said, there you are. As Ed Roth-Taylor was shocked and confused, Crepin Roth-Taylor said, we haven't had a chance to talk without other people interfering. Yes, let's talk. As he closed his book, Crepin Roth-Taylor said, I have many things to ask you, having survived that incredible challenge. Ed Roth-Taylor said, Father, Crepin Roth-Taylor said, what should we speak of first? Ah, yes, who are you? As Ed Roth-Taylor was shocked and confused. As Ed Roth-Taylor said before, I have something for you, Father. Crepin Roth-Taylor said, my son does not call me Father. He hates me with a passion. No matter what you went through, my son's heart would not have changed that drastically. I can't even sense your restrained anger towards me. You look at me like you have nothing to do with me, and so I can tell. You are not Ed Roth-Taylor. As he closed his fist and powerful energy surged, the energy swirled around them. Crepin Roth-Taylor said, oh, 3 intermediate spirits instantly. As Janica Failover summoned Ape, Mug, and Snake. Crepin Roth-Taylor said, you could easily handle high-level spirits too, but I guess you didn't want to bring the building down. Are you worried about the people below? As the spirits charged towards Crepin Roth-Taylor. Crepin Roth-Taylor said, Spirit Sorcerer Janica Failover, you are strong but you are too soft. However, those intermediate spirits won't be enough, as he attacked them with his chains. Mug said, Lady Janica, I'm sorry. Janica Failover was also chained and said, ah, and she said in pain, Kya, as Crepin Roth-Taylor pulled Janica Failover away from Ed Roth-Taylor. Ed Roth-Taylor used his skill, Basic Wind Magic Wind Blade, to cut the chains of Janica Failover. As Ed Roth-Taylor charged, suddenly he disappeared and came closer to Crepin Roth-Taylor. Ed Roth-Taylor was shocked. Crepin Roth-Taylor said, you're quite skilled. You are certainly not my son. As Crepin Roth-Taylor stopped Ed Roth-Taylor from attacking, Ed Roth-Taylor said in pain, gah, as he was disarmed, and he pushed Ed Roth-Taylor away. Crepin Roth-Taylor said, who are you? As Crepin Roth-Taylor was shocked and saw the blade of Ed Roth-Taylor flying. Suddenly it cut Crepin Roth-Taylor's leg and he said in pain, Chi. Ed Roth-Taylor said, I may not be your son. Ed Roth-Taylor used his skill Spirit Formula Return. Ed Roth-Taylor continued to say, but I'm still Ed Roth-Taylor. Crepin Roth-Taylor said, you speak nonsense. Ed Roth-Taylor charged and said, but that's the truth. Janica Failover shouted, yeah, as she summoned a giant wind spirit. As Ed Roth-Taylor charged and a gust of wind blew, Ed Roth-Taylor said to himself, the dust rises within the study, the boss of the 4th act, Crepin Roth-Taylor. Gravity, inertia, friction, all physical energies are at his command. It is the power of the evil god Mebular who allows you to have a taste of the powers that control the world. Ed Roth-Taylor used his item, Impact Amplifying Wave Ball. Crepin Roth-Taylor said, a magic engineering tool? Ed Roth-Taylor said to himself, but he is not surpassing the limits of his mana. Crepin hasn't fully realized the powers of the evil god yet. According to the scenario, Crepin Roth-Taylor only fully awakens once he invades the academy at the end of the 4th act, which means that now is the perfect opportunity to take him down. As Ed Roth-Taylor continued to charge at Crepin Roth-Taylor, and his fist burst in flames, and he used his skill Intermediate Magic Point Explosion, the crowd was shocked as the halls trembled from the blast. The maid who cleaned the floor earlier also dropped 2 more glasses of cheap wine. Princess Silaha put her glass on the side as she smiled and said, the wine tastes exquisite. I may have had too much. In another scene, debris fell from above as the maid said, Ka, what's going on? Ed Roth-Taylor said to himself, but taking down Crepin, a loyal servant of the crown, will only make us traitors. Ed Roth-Taylor said, are you okay, Janica? Janica Failover said, yeah. Ed Roth-Taylor said to himself, to fully subdue him, we need to find evidence of his evil doings. Ed Roth Taylor said before, yeah, for some reason there is a lot of mana emanating from underneath Duke Crepin's personal study, but under his office should be the kitchen. There is no reason for that much mana to flow from there. That is suspicious. Ed Roth Taylor said to himself, I expected there to be a secret passageway. I was originally going to search for it quietly, but given the situation, I just blew it open. As a slash came towards Ed Roth Taylor and Janica Faylover, Ed Roth Taylor pushed Janica Faylover away as Crepin Roth Taylor's attack sliced the ground. Janica Faylover said in shock, as Ed Roth Taylor unintentionally held some soft melons. Janica Faylover said, Ka. Crepin Roth Taylor said, your responses are swift. As if you faced me before, but you are no match for me. Ed Roth Taylor said, this manor is certainly your domain, so it is quite the hassle to fight you here. Crepin Roth Taylor said, but do you know where you messed up? Janica Faylover said, whoa. As Ed Roth Taylor grabbed her wrist, Crepin Roth Taylor said, you allowed my people to enter it. As Ed Roth Taylor and Janica Faylover ran away, Crepin Roth Taylor said, aren't you being too careless turning your back to me? As he charged his attack. Suddenly he froze in shock as the air went silent, and a flash of purple lightning suddenly descended near him, and it struck intensely. As Crepin Roth Taylor saw Lucy Merrill's figure in the distance, Lucy Merrill eating his beef jerky said, I'm sorry about this.
You shall not pass!
In another scene, Ed Roth Taylor said, listen closely, Janica, you need to remember everything you see here. It will be much more convincing if you can speak to all of this as well, instead of me just making claims on my own. Janica Faylover said, why? What is past all this? Ed Roth Taylor said, I don't know, but we're about to find out. Ed Roth Taylor opened the door. As Janica Faylover said in fear, Ed, this is enough, Taylor said to himself, evidence of experiments for eternal life that sacrifice countless people. This is enough to prove his guilt. Ed Roth Taylor said, are you okay? Janica Faylover said, yeah, let's keep going. Ed Roth Taylor said to himself, more than enough, this place that Crepin wanted to hide forever. In this dark basement exists but one area with light. Even under the faint moonlight where everything seems devoid of color, a familiar hue catches my eye. That is the color of the hair on the giant portrait that you see when you enter the Roth Taylor Manor. The same golden hair as mine. Janica Faylover sweated and said, Ed, she's. As they looked in the distance and saw a lady with golden hair, Ed Roth Taylor said to himself, Arwen Roth Taylor. He was planning to use his daughter by force, and his other children too if needed. Arwen Roth Taylor suddenly spoke and said, a lot has changed since I last saw you, both you and me. It's been a while, Ed, as she smiled and looked at Ed Roth Taylor. Thank you so much for watching. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to help me grow my channel. Your support means the world to me. Don't forget to leave a comment below. I love hearing from you. Let's keep the conversation going and get those analytics buzzing. Until next time, take care.